Hello everybody! Salty Sweet Ren here, and I am back with another episode of the Sims 3 Create Your Cat series. Now, for those of you who don't know, or maybe new to the channel, this is a series I do where I take cats that you guys, the viewers, have submitted, and I do my best to recreate them within The Sims 3. These can be your OCs, they can be made up off the top of your head, they can be based on cats that you've owned or have seen in the past, whatever. And the cats that you have submitted will be added to the world of my Warriors Challenge at a later date and may turn up somewhere in the future. They can be loners, kitty pets, rogues, wanderers, maybe even former clan cats like the ones who started the challenge from Thunder Clan, Sky Clan, River Clan, Shadow Clan, Wind Clan. Or, because of the way things have turned out, it has been long enough now that maybe some of the scattered cats might have wandered off elsewhere and begun forming their own clans. So if you have cats who may be from additional clans, just keep in mind to keep it a little bit sparing, but who knows, maybe they could be turning up as well in the game. I've also recently created a form to submit cats on my website, so if you'd like, you can submit up to 2 cats using that form, or if you have additional cats you would like to submit, you can do so in a comment down below, leaving their name and a brief description of their appearance and personality. And they will be added to a new list that I will get to eventually. I want to get through my first list of cats first, from all the comments I've gotten in the past. And when I'm done with the original list, including both original submitters and repeat submitters from that first list, I'm going to go through cats on the form on my website. And when I'm done with that form, then I'll get to the new list of cats after creating that form. Because I can only make 2 cats at a time, it may be rather slow going, but don't worry, your cats are still on the list and I will get to them eventually. It's just going to take me some time. And as another note, I've been saying this, I cannot create kits due to the limitations of The Sims 3. If I try, my game crashes. But if you want very young cats, the youngest I can go would be a kit who's about apprentice age. I cannot make any of those cute little furballs who are running around. They have to be, basically, the youngest I can go is apprentice age. I'm sorry, but that's just kind of thanks to the game's limitations. Anyway, before The Sims 3 gives me any more issues, I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the first of the 2 cats in this episode. So let's go ahead and jump in. Alright, so the first cat has been submitted by CatFan, and her name is Buttercup. So let's go ahead and do female. She is actually, it says that she is a kitty pet, so let me go ahead and put down kitty pet. Buttercup is an extremely fluffy white she-cat with yellow heart-shaped patches, one covering her left eye. She has bright yellow eyes. So let's go ahead. I'm not a big fan of this particular pelt color, to be honest. I'm just gonna randomly... something fluffy. The Siberian is a pretty fluffy cat that actually looks pretty normal compared to the Garfield-looking cat from earlier. I think that was supposed to be a Persian, but it doesn't look much like a Persian to me. Yeah. Anyway, coat. Let's find something white, because she is supposed to be a fluffy white cat. If my game doesn't crash. There we go. So, white coat. And let's use that to go ahead and we'll go ahead and remove the current markings. Let me turn you around, sweetheart. She is a fluffy white she-cat with yellow heart-shaped patches, so let's go ahead and find some... I do have this one, but I typically reserve this marking for leaders to give them a sort of mark on their forehead. So I'm going to be doing something a little bit different, which will be less realistic looking markings, but... See, I can take this. I'm going to shrink it down. Let's do that, and we can move it like off to the side here. I can probably make it like skinnier if I do something like that, and if I copy it and sort of twist it to the side and move it. If I twist it again. Yeah, like that. So let's make that yellowish color. I'm gonna lighten that up. Go with kind of yellowish like that. And let's bring that up to this marking here. And we've got a little yellow heart-shaped marking here. Looks pretty cute. And we can do additional kind of heart-shaped markings as well, including one over the left eye, it says, yeah? Yeah, so let's go ahead and get to the left eye is this side, yeah? It'll be this side. It's gonna be a little tricky to get it like on the eye, but let's see. This is gonna have to be like super tiny of a marking. I can probably like pull it up to here. And this one I'm gonna have to like kind of mess with in exactly the right way. Oh boy. Okay, it's not super heart-shaped yet, but I can probably work with that actually. I think I can work with this. I can rotate this. I almost had something that looks right. So close. Okay, if I pull... That actually looks kind of heart-shaped. Sort of vaguely enough that it resembles a heart, in my opinion. If I actually shrink this, or kind of... Okay, gonna try and make that look... That actually looks heart-shaped enough that I think it works. Probably. So we can continue to do more heart-shaped patches. This will probably be a little tricky, but let's continue. Let's do like one on the shoulder over here, maybe? So let's go ahead and drag this over to the shoulder. Let's actually spin it a bit. And spin it again. Or let's continue to spin it. So I can do something that looks... It's kind of vaguely heart-shaped. Kind of like it, but... See if I can find... There we go. Okay, come on. How am I gonna move this? It's very tricky and finicky. Okay, I can probably spin it just a bit, like that. And I might just do like a regular old patch like on like the hip as well, down... Well, just kind of like tucked like right there, perhaps? It looks heart-shaped just as is, right there. And I may do like just some kind of plain looking patches like around here. Maybe something on the tail as well, just kind of give it a bit of color. Like so. Now beneath it all, because there's a little thing I like to do, I'm gonna find one of these kind of... No, I'm gonna actually kind of stretch that out, make it a much lighter yellow, and definitely lower the opacity on it. Very different yellow. But let's go ahead and just kind of do something like that, so it kind of like gives the fur like a little bit more texture. Or I might pull it to like the side. I'll lower it a little bit more again. Let's do it on the opposite side as well, because why not? You know, I should have used this marking itself in a few places. Like, if I shrink it down and kind of twist it like so, and I'll raise the opacity so you can see it better. Let me pull it. When it's actually like not in a ton of contrast with everything, you can actually like see it is kind of heart-shaped. Vaguely, if I give it that darker yellow like so, you can kind of see that yellowish coloring. I can like do a marking like that, I suppose. I might do like another one like over on this side. If I rotate it like so, does that even show up? Not really. If I pull it to the side a bit. Yeah, there we go, we can see it. Sort of. But it's there. And let's see, fur shape. You have the long fur. She is an extremely fluffy cat. So let's go ahead and like give her like the increased fur density so you can see how fluffy. I might even like kind of mess with like the curliness a bit, because that's kind of fun. We can do a bit of long combed. And where is Fluffy itself? Fluffy tail, fluffy rear, medium. Fluffy doesn't actually look all that fluffy, so let's do long combed, mix with a bit of fluffy and a bit of long. The fluffy itself is not showing up very much. Let's do that. There we go. I kind of like that. So, what does it say about body shape? My phone turned off, gotta turn it back on. Doesn't say anything, but she does have bright yellow eyes. Let's see, let's go into here. In terms of body shape, I wonder... I need to get rid of like the foreleg scale and some stuff because it just doesn't work. We can make her a little bit smaller. We can also do... Where is body length? Let's kind of shrink that a little bit, maybe. Might be kind of fun to play with. Maybe I'll give her shorter legs as well. Just slightly. Not by a ton. She's just a slightly smaller cat who has slightly shorter legs than average. And let's go to your eyes, sweetheart. Let's see those bright yellow eyes like you're supposed to. So, right off the bat, that is actually a very bright. On the edges can be that, and pull that up. Okay, that's kind of more of like a pastel pale kind of color, so let's bring that just a bit like that. That kind of works. Do I want to change anything about like the shape or anything? Or maybe something like that? Rotate it all. I think that they're okay as is, like that. Cheeks, we can actually, that actually kind of works somehow. You do look a lot fluffier like that. Let's see, cheek definition, I don't know. Cheekbone, I'll leave that alone. The muzzle, what does your muzzle look like right now? You can kind of raise it up a little bit like that. It's kind of fun. Maybe make your nose just a bit smaller. It's kind of cute. I think that that works well for Buttercup. So let's go ahead. Would she have a collar? It doesn't say that she has a collar, so I'll leave her without a collar. And says that Buttercup is a very childish kitty pet who isn't a fan of any hard work, but is still quite good-natured and happy to help any kitten in need. So, I'm gonna say that she is playful right off the bat. Lazy is another one. She isn't a fan of any hard work, after all. But she's good-natured and happy to help any kitten needs, so let's go with friendly. Aww. So that is Buttercup. I'll give her like a higher voice. And Buttercup is submitted by Cat Fan. So thank you, cat fans, for submitting Buttercup. And I'm going to move on to the next cat right now. Alright. Now this next cat is Yellow Moon, submitted by Christian Cedar. So, gotta hit the, there we go. Yellow Moon, who is an ex-River Clan cat, so I'll put down ex-clan. I think I'm gonna start putting like an initial for the clans next to it, so ex-clan R for River. Or RV, maybe? Or maybe I'll just do ex-River Clan. I'll just plain do that, and she is a yellow she-cat, it says. So it says that she's a very, very big, dark blue she-cat, as big as she can get, with big yellow eyes and long fur. I'm probably gonna have to... I'm not sure if I can do as big as she can get, because the slider for cat size can get, like, very big, like, compared, like, they would be, like, lion size. So I'm gonna go pretty big, like, I'm gonna make Yellow Moon a pretty big cat, just not as big as the slider can go. But looking at breeds, the biggest breed would be the Maine Coon, so I'm immediately gonna go to the Maine Coon. Maine Coons are massive cats. If you like look them up, like they can be like half the size. They can be like the entire size of a human torso. Like they are huge cats. They can be like the size of a small dog, or a medium-sized dog rather. Anyway, she is supposed to be a dark blue she-cat, so let's go ahead and we'll start with the white base, and we will edit that slowly. We rotate you around, and let's delete the markings. Delete markings. And I'm gonna just hit full body just so we can have like the full body look. And let's see, dark blue. Don't want you to be like blue, but the cats will be like a dark bluish gray color. Like this isn't quite like the same gray as that. It's like a little bit more in the bluish zone, but still enough that you would say that's gray. So we'll make that an even darker color. Like this would be like closer to black over here. Something like that works. Sort of very dark bluish gray color. And right off the bat, I want to like get some additional markings in there to like kind of give the fur more texture. I might like do something like on the back. Maybe that would be like kind of faded, barely noticeable, but if I pull this up here, I can make this like slightly darker, and I can make this slightly lighter. And then I will lower the opacity like a ton, so it's like not super noticeable. And then let's go to markings, and let's go ahead, grab this, bring it like maybe over like the whole body perhaps? We're gonna maybe make this like a slightly different shade of like a dark bluish gray color. So let me just kind of tweak that like a little more down here and darken it a bit as well. So it's not like explicitly blue, it's still kind of like that bluish gray. But it's like a darker, slightly different shade. That's kind of fun. You can kind of see like it looks like super cool. I like the way that looks, just like right off the bat. And I might do something similar like near the paws. Or actually, let me trash that layer. For the paws, there's like a little bit of a faded, where's the faded looking markings like this? I'm gonna pull that up here. I'm actually gonna lighten this. And pull it to a slightly different shade again. And let's do it for all four of the paws, because that'll be pretty fun. Where is the faded look? We'll do it again back here. Where's the faded look? Is that faded? It's faded enough. And we will do it again here. There we go. That is a very beautiful dark blue-gray cat. I love that. You're still like it's still like mostly in like the grays, but you can definitely tell it's like a blue-gray. It's very pretty, very different. I like it. I may do an additional marking like over the top that's even more faded than the first one. This will be like even more faded than the first one. And it'll be like more of like a gray color. Let's go like super faded there. And I'm gonna make it just gray. But it looks super cool. So you are a very beautiful cat. And you do have long fur already. Like it literally just says long fur. We'll go ahead and up the fur density once again. And make sure fur length is completely at max. Maybe we'll make it like a little bit even more, kind of like that. Or maybe I'll go the opposite direction like this. That's kind of fun. So let's go ahead, start messing with the body shape. You are a massive cat, it says. So we're going to immediately go to body size. So where does it say cat size? Alright. So, for the record, the cat slider, I think the largest cat I've done has been like around here. Like near the E is probably the farthest I would be willing to go. Because if I continue going, like, I have no idea what that would look like compared to a sim. So I think I would do something like more like around here-ish. That may be the largest I can go. So she would be an absolutely massive cat. Let's see, she has yellow eyes, long fur. So let's go ahead. Do I want to do anything else? Body length, body thickness. Let's make her pretty strong looking. Give her pretty thick, heavy-set body because for like being a little bit more muscular. Chest scale, let's kind of increase that. Tail thickness, we can actually increase. I should have done that for Buttercup. Oh well. We can maybe even lengthen the tail a bit. Stomach scale, I can tweak like that. Neck length is at max. Neck scale is okay. Let's go to your face. She's another cat with yellow eyes. Big yellow eyes, it says. So let's go ahead and change that to yellow. Change that to yellow as well. I'm gonna make that like a closer to the same yellow as the others. That does look like kind of like a moon-like yellow, I suppose. So I'll go with that. The nose, I'm gonna darken quite significantly to more like that. Seems to be at about the right size for her. And her eyes are actually supposed to be big, so let me go down to eye scale and make them even bigger. I think that there's something in the eye shape that makes them appear bigger as well. Mixed with rotate eyes. Actually, that actually works like that. Ears, we can tweak somewhat. Ear depth, maybe tweak them like that. Ear shape, let's get them to be a little bit more pointy. Let's kind of tweak them off to the sides a bit. I always want to make the cats appear pretty different from each other. Let's go ahead and actually pull the jaw like that. Cheekbone definition. I don't know all of what all the stuff does still. I've been making cats for a while. I'm still often trying to figure out what some of this stuff does. Skull shape, we can bring down like that maybe. Head shape, I don't quite know what it does. Oh, I kind of like that almost. Let's just go with this, I think, for now. That'll be what Yellow Moon looks like. So next would be personality. Once again, my phone has turned off. So we'll turn it back on. Alright. So it says that her traits are aggressive, independent, and quiet. She is very quiet, but if someone or something tries to hurt one of her friends, she is not afraid to kill someone. So, aggressive, independent, and quiet. So she is still very capable of making friends, it says, but she will not hesitate to kill if she thinks someone is going to hurt her friends. So I kind of like that. I do kind of like the lower voice that it already has. So anyway, Yellow Moon was submitted by Christian Cedar. Yeah, my phone once again turned off. Crap. I think I might have turned it off myself by just I did it again. It's habit. I pressed the button and it's whoops. Yeah, Christian Kadar? Okay, so Christian Kadar. So, we have Buttercup Very pretty, very small little kitty pet with yellow markings all over. She's very cute. And we have Yellow Moon, an absolutely massive, beautiful cat who will not hesitate to kill you if you mess with her friends. I like her. I like them both. They're great. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up here. If you guys enjoyed watching this episode of Create Your Cat, please go ahead and feel free to hit the like button and leave a comment down below letting me know what you think. If you have a cat that you would like to submit, feel free to submit that cat via the form on the website, or leave a comment down below with the cat's name and a brief description and of their appearance and personality. And before I forget, if you haven't already heard, I have a casting call up for my Sims 3 Warriors Challenge already. If you're interested in doing any voice acting for the intros or other fun scenes that may happen throughout the series, feel free to go ahead and check that out. There should be a link in the description. And if you haven't already, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video. Stay safe out there, friends.